All right, here we go. We're live. All right. Pulling up the chat on my phone. Hello, Alice. You're here already. And we are back for Beginner's Flow again this week on Boxing Day. What do you think, Alex or Alice? You love boxes. How is everybody doing today? I am freezing. I just turned the heat on, so hopefully it warms up a little bit in here. But today we are going to do a little twist and recover flow. 30 minutes as per usual on Mondays. This will be a pretty gentle one. If you have blocks, you can tuck those up to the top. Those always come in handy, don't they, Alice? Grab your blocks. You heard her. If you don't have blocks, do not worry about it. You don't need them. They're just a nice thing to support, bringing the ground a little closer to you. We'll get started in 3 minutes. Yes. Oh, Alice, you're throwing my blocks away. So this is, actually, let me look at the calendar here. What is next Monday? So next Monday is January 2nd. So yeah, this is our last stream of this year. And we'll be back in the new year. And when we come back in the new year, we will go back to our original 7 p.m. AST time, so 6 p.m. Eastern. We just did 5 p.m. the last couple weeks, so I figured keep it consistent for the rest of the year. And then we'll get back to normal next week. We have a lot of recovery classes this week. We're also on, if you're on part of Patreon, this Friday we are going to do a recovery flow, a little pre-New Year's. This is a very recovery time of year, I guess. We still got 2 minutes before we got less than a minute until we get started. Awesome. So if you are new here, welcome. My name is Rachel. We're here every Monday, usually at 7 o'clock. Next week it'll be back to 7 o'clock AST, but this week it's a little earlier just because the last couple weeks have been earlier. We're gonna do a recovery flow today with some twists, and we're gonna get started lying on our backs. Oh no, don't do that, Alice. So if you wanna get settled in, lying on the back, legs go long. I'm going to stretch my arms up overhead, lengthening through the full body. So with your next inhale, let's extend through the arms, extend through the legs, tense all the muscles in the body. And with your exhale, relax. We're going to do that again 2 more times. This is called pandiculation. So you can let the back arch up off the ground as you inhale, extend, tense through all the muscles, lengthen, and then exhale, relax. We're going to do that 1 more time. Inhale, extend, lengthen, and exhale, relax. Hug those knees into the chest, bringing the hands to the front of the shin bones. We'll take some circles with the knees. So your knees can move in opposite directions like mine are, so they go wide and meet in the middle, or they can move in the same direction. But I find this a lot more comfortable for me. Great, going here for 3, 2, 1. Switch your circle direction. waking up through the hips here. Keep going for 3, 2, 1. Ending with both knees hugged into the chest. Let's send this left leg long. Keep this right knee hugged in. With an inhale, give that right leg a little squeeze. And with an exhale, taking this right leg across body towards the left. Coming into a supine twist. You can keep the arms wherever is comfortable. I like to reach mine out to a T, keeping this right shoulder grounded. Take 3 nice deep breaths here. Alice, what are you doing? Great, let's slowly roll back to center on the back. This right leg is still hugged in. And we're gonna send this leg up to the sky. So this leg doesn't have to be perfectly straight. You can have a bend in it. You can also bring this left foot to plant to make this more gentle, or keep this left leg long to make this a little more intense. Oh no, Alice is scaling the bookcase. Hands can reach up to support the calf, the thigh, just avoid that knee area. We'll start to move through some points and flexes with that foot. Just waking up the hamstring. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great. Release this right leg back down to the ground. Send it long and hug the left knee in. With an inhale, giving that left knee a squeeze in towards the chest. Exhale, take it across body towards the right to come into your supine twist. Keeping that left shoulder grounded here. Great, keep breathing here. One more full breath. And then roll it back to center. Left knee is hugged in, and we'll send this left leg up to the sky. You can bring this right foot into plant if you want to make that a little gentler, or keep it long. Reaching up to grab onto that leg, calf, thigh, avoiding that knee area. Wish I didn't wear cropped pants. My hands are so cold. Start to move through some points and flexes with the foot. Great, keep this going for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release that left leg down, hug both knees in once more. Take a little rock side to side, massaging the low back. And we're going to take this into our happy baby from here. So you can totally stay here, taking a little rock side to side, or take a flex into the feet, show the bottoms of the feet to the sky, reaching up to grab a pant leg, big toes or outer edges of the feet. I feel like we always close with happy baby, but we could start with it too. If you don't want to move into your happy baby yet, as I said, you can just keep those knees hugged in wide towards the chest, taking some little rocks side to side. We're just going to take 2 more breaths here. Great, let's release those legs and let the body roll off to whatever side is more comfortable. Use the opposite hand to press yourself on up to a seat. We're going to open right up to a Baddha Konasana, taking bottoms of the feet together, knees wide. Hands come to ankles. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. And with an exhale, taking a fold, hinging forward. So we want to keep a long spine while we're folding here. So thinking about drawing the shoulder blades together as you hinge forward. If you find you have trouble keeping that long spine, sticking a block underneath you, it can help give you some more space to fold and taking the feet a little further away. Okay, take 3 more breaths here. Great, slowly roll it back up to a nice tall seat and take the legs into a crisscross applesauce position. Squeeze those shoulders up to your ears, roll the shoulder blades together and down the back, and we'll set those there. Hands can rest on the legs if that's comfortable, or by your sides. And we're gently knocking right ear to right shoulder, rolling chin to chest, and left ear to left shoulder. Oh my God, my neck. Move through a couple of these slow half circles. You can pause at any point that your neck might like it or not like it. I'm gonna go here for just a couple more breaths. And the next time the right ear is towards the right shoulder, we'll keep it there. You can remain here or take this right hand or arm and drape it over the head, not pulling, but just letting it be there as a weight. If you want a little bit more, this left hand can flex away from you. Try to keep this left shoulder drawing down, not crunching up to the ear. For 3, 2, 1, release the top arm, roll it over to the left. So left ear is coming to the left shoulder, left arm can reach up to drape over the head. And if you did so on the other side, flexing this right hand away from you. Trying to keep this right shoulder plugging down. Great, here for 3. Here for 2, and 1, release. Great. Let's gently lean back to switch the cross of those legs. Sitting back up nice and tall, hands on the shin bones, and with an inhale, reach the heart space forward, squeeze shoulder blades together and down the back. Exhale, keep holding onto those shins, round the spine and contract. Take a couple breaths to move through these seated cat-cows, working through the spine. You can also add any other movement that might feel good here. Maybe you want to bump the ribs a little left and right, or take this in a big circle with the ribs. If you're circling, let's switch that direction. Great. Slowly make your way back up to a nice tall seat. With an inhale, sweeping the arms up overhead. And with an exhale, we'll bring the fingertips to the shoulders. So bending into the elbows, just like this. Nice. We're going to draw some circles with the elbows here. Making these nice and big as is comfortable. Go for 3, for 2, and 1. Switch directions. So tracing a nice big circle with your elbows, working through the shoulders. Last 3, last 2, and last 1. Great. Finishing off right back where we started. Let's take the fingertips out in front of you, making like this ballet style shape with the arms. Nice and relaxed through the core here. We're going to twist to the right and then twist to the left. Twist to the right and the left. Keep going here. Trying to stay nice and soft through the core here because we're going to try tensing that in a second and seeing how that affects your twisting range of motion. Great. Going for 3, 2, 1. Bring it back to center. Engage the core, drawing belly button to spine. And then twist to the right. Twist to the left. Twist to the right and left. Keep going, keeping the core nice and strong. For 3, 2, 1. Great, release those arms down. We're gonna make our way to a tabletop position. So let's come forward over the shins or tuck the legs off to one side, making our way to all fours, hands and knees here. Great, with an inhale, we're reaching the right arm up to the sky. Exhale, thread the needle. Right arm comes underneath the left, right ear comes all the way down. You can also bring a block to support the right ear. Take 2 breaths here. Great. With the next inhale, press into this left hand to rise all the way back up. Right arm reaches up to the sky and our places on the mat. We'll go right into the other side, inhaling that left arm up. Exhaling to thread the needle, left arm underneath the right. This is one of my favorite twisted shapes. Trying to make lots of space between the ear and shoulder here so your neck's not all crunched up. Take one more full breath. And we'll press into that right hand, inhale all the way back up and replace this left hand on the ground. Great, from here we'll shift forward, lower all the way down to your mat. Making sure those feet are hip width distance or wider as you press into the tops of the feet, hands under the shoulders. With an inhale, baby cobra, reaching heart space forward, squeeze the shoulder blades together and down the back. Try to stay nice and long through the back of the neck. So we're not gazing forward, we're gazing just towards the top of your mat. And lower back down. Okay, let's do that one more time. Inhale up. And placing the forearms on the ground, finding a Sphinx pose. Gripping into the fingertips here, we're trying to reach that heart space through, squeezing the shoulder blades, gripping into the fingers. For 2 breaths. Great, slowly releasing all the way back down to the ground. From here, we're going to tent the fingertips up to the outside of the mat. So coming up on your spider fingers, your fingertips, pointing the elbows up to the sky. Great. Squeezing the glutes. With an inhale, reach the heart space forward, lifting the chest like you were in your baby cobra. And with an exhale, dipping the left shoulder down, taking a peek to the right. So we're trying to keep both elbows up towards the sky. And we'll take that to the other side. Inhale to open up. Exhale, dip right shoulder, look to the left. Great. With an inhale, come back to center once more. You can take a little deeper back bend if you want to here, maybe extending through the arms if that's comfortable for your back. Squeezing the glutes here, really protecting the low back. Exhale, lower all the way back down to the mat. Plant the hands under the shoulders, tuck the toes, and we'll press it up to a tabletop position. Wonderful. With your next inhale, extend that right leg straight to the back of the room, lift it up off the mat. Exhale, pull knee to nose, stepping right foot between the hands. If you want to grab blocks under here, you can, popping those under your hands. Inhaling up to find your low lunge, sinking the hips down, opening through the hip flexor. Nice. With an exhale, we'll pull it back to a half split, straightening through the right leg, taking a flex with that foot. We're going to spend a couple of breaths and moving between these low lunge and half split. These are the best. Maybe you spent a lot of time sitting down over the holidays. This probably feels good. I know my hamstrings are feeling tight today. Also could be because it's so cold. All right, the next time you're in that low lunge, we'll stay there. You can tuck blocks up to the top. Plant the left hand to the inside of the right foot. Exhale, take the right arm up to the sky. Maybe you draw a big circle with this right arm, moving in your full range of motion in one direction and in the other direction. Great, we'll replace that right hand back down. Step this right leg back to your tabletop position, and we'll set up for the other side. Inhaling to extend left leg back, lift it up off the mat. Exhale, pull knee to nose, left foot, Alice, steps all the way through to your low lunge. If you're using blocks, you can grab those up under the hands. Inhaling into your lunge, opening through this hip flexor. And with an exhale, we'll pull it back, finding our half split Ardha Anumanasana, straightening through the left leg. Take a little flex with that foot. Great. Use your next few breaths to flow through these two positions, working through the hip flexor and the hamstring. Great, last one, we'll meet back in that low lunge position. You can tuck blocks back up to the top, plant the right hand to the inside of the left foot. Exhale, takes the left arm up to the sky. We can draw a big circle in one direction with this arm. And then in the other direction. Great, replacing that left hand back on the ground. Step this left leg back to your tabletop position, and we'll sit off to one side. Great. Bring these feet to plant wide in front of you. Take a moment to windshield wipe left and right. Oh, my hips just cracked so loud. Great, last 3, 2, and 1. We're going to open up into a straddle position. So you can take a point or a flex with the feet, whatever is more comfortable for you. Try to sit up nice and tall here. You can also pop a block underneath yourself to help if you find you're having a hard time sitting up tall. Fingertips are going to plant right in front of you here. And we're going to take a big backstroke with this right arm. Trying to keep the chest open to the front so this rotation is coming from the shoulder. Maybe you tap the ground behind you and then bring this right arm back forward to tap. Yeah, keep going through these big sweeps with this right arm. We're going to do 2 more on this side. Trying to stay nice and active through the legs as well here, so actively pointing or actively flexing, so we're nice and strong and engaged. And we'll switch hands, so this time taking a big backstroke with the left arm, Maybe you can tap the ground behind you and then bring it back. Just working through our shoulder range of motion here. For a total of 4, so we got 2 more. And last one. Great, relax those arms. We'll take this into a side body stretch. So planting this right hand or fingertips to the inside of the right leg. Left arm reaches up, palm facing in towards you. And with an exhale, side body stretch over to the right. So we're not trying to curl this arm down towards this right foot, but rather try to lengthen it towards the opposite side of the room, really opening through the side body here. You can also pop a block or lower to the forearm of this right arm, if that's accessible for you. Another thing to think about here is making sure you're not closing the chest towards the ground, but thinking about opening it up towards the sky. Both sit bones are grounded here for 3, 2. On an inhale, 1. Rise up just about halfway, turning the torso over the right leg. And this time with an exhale, folding. The chest is towards the leg this time. We still want nice active leggies here, so either flexing or pointing for 2 more breaths. Then roll it all the way back up to a seat. We'll take that into the other side. Left hand to the inside of the left leg, either flat on the hand or on the fingertips. Right arm reaches up, palm facing in. Exhale, side body stretch over to the left. Lengthening through this right arm, opening through the side body, chest trying to open to the sky. Stay nice and active through your legs. Here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. With your inhale, rise up just about halfway, trying to turn the torso over the left leg. And with an exhale, fold. Any amount that is comfortable for you. And you can always pop blocks under the forearms or under the hands here. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right on. Let's rise all the way back up. Take a little rebend into those legs. Windshield wipe that off left and right. Beautiful. Let's keep both knees pointed over to the right. Keeping that right hand planted, left arm can reach forward. With your exhale, press into the shin bones, squeeze the glutes to lift the hips up, open through the front line of the body. And take the hips back down. Nice. Bringing left hand to the outside of the right thigh. Exhaling to twist, gazing over that right shoulder. Nice. With an inhale, let's take that back through center. Wipe the legs all the way over to the left. Left hand stays planted. Right arm reaches forward. With an exhale, lift those hips up, press into the shins, squeeze the glutes open through the front line. And inhale, take it back down. Lowering those hips. Bringing right hand to left thigh. Exhaling to twist, taking the gaze over the left shoulder. With an inhale, let's take that back to center. Replant the feet back in a wide position, and we'll roll it down onto the back. You can have those hands behind your thighs for support while you roll down, or you can take a nice slow ab roll down. And we'll finish things off down on the back. If you want to give those knees a hug in, take them wide for a little rock side to side here. And then we'll finish it off with our banana pose, banana asana. Sending those legs long and reaching the arms up. So we're spreading out into a big X here. Taking up lots of space on the mat. And to come into our banana pose, pick up this right leg, crossing right ankle over top of the left. Gently lifting head, neck, and shoulders. We'll plane those over to the left as well. If you want a little bit more here, left hand can grab for right wrist to guide it a little further if you desire. Alice. Take 2 more breaths here and then we'll move into the other side. When you're ready, slowly unwinding back to that X shape. Excuse me, Alice. And we'll move to the other side, inverting our bananas. Picking up this left leg to cross left ankle over top of the right. Gently lift head, neck, and shoulders. We'll plane those over to the right as well. If you did so on the other side, right hand can grab for left wrist to guide that a little further. Take 3 breaths here. And then when you're ready, you can slowly undo that, recentering on your mat. To take a little shavasana to wrap up today's practice. Letting the arms fall wherever they're comfortable. Taking 3 to 5 nice deep breaths here. Breathing in through the nose and out from the mouth. Take as long as you want to slowly work your way out of that resting pose. And that's all for today, and that's all for this year. Thank you for joining me. I'm not sure how long I've been doing this on YouTube now, quite a number of months, but I look forward to being back in 2023, where we will be at our 7 p.m. AST, 6 p.m. Eastern time. I hope you have a great rest of your 2022. You are welcome. And that's all for today. Where are the cats? As soon as we're done, they're like gone. Alice? I guess that's it. Thank you for joining. If you've been around for this class or for many months, it's very appreciated. Also, if you enjoy my classes, please check out the link below for my Patreon, where we do multiple live classes per week, all recorded as well. So we have multiple price range options to fit your budget to move into the new year. Yeah. Happy New Year. Awesome. Have a great evening, guys, and I will see you next year.